We have some special guests visiting with us this morning. Nick and Elissa O'Neill and the kids, Sammy, Finn and Mia, are here from Adelaide, so we thought it'd be good to get them up and have a chat. Please welcome. Yeah, that's nice. Ben, I'll move over here. Good? Yep. You can take this one, buddy. Okay. Well, that's interesting. The O'Neills are one of our mission partners as we look to speak the truth in love to the world, and that's actually going to be the focus of our mission work in 2023 as we look to speak the truth in love, share the gospel with our neighbours. Nick, so hello.
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 You were a student minister here in 2020 and 2021, yeah? So that meant that you were studying at Bible College while also serving here at HTK in the youth ministry, yeah? Both of my kids were in that youth program, so I guess my first question is, have you recovered emotionally from your time at HTK
Yes,
Youth?
Still getting there, that's right.
It could take some time. All right. So Mia is now 4 months old, yeah? And she's sticking her tongue out at us there. All of your family is in Sydney. Elissa, all of your family is also in Sydney. You guys both grew up here in Sydney, and yet you've chosen to uproot yourselves and move 1,500 kilometres away from all of your support. So my first question is, what were you thinking? Why the move to Adelaide?
Yeah, I think we wonder that sometimes as well. A little bit crazy, isn't it? I guess the big reason is that Adelaide, like some other cities in Australia, is a place where there's lots of people who need to hear about Jesus, but few churches who are, able to explain to them about Jesus from the Bible and are going to do kind of equip people to be Christians for the rest of their lives. And so that's kind of the nature of Adelaide. One of the little ways that we've seen that this year is by kind of hearing about Bible colleges in South Australia. At the moment, I think there's no first-year full-time students in Adelaide doing kind of a bachelor-level degree training in full-time ministry. In contrast, in the college that I went to in Sydney, we had 50 in my year group alone starting with us, and so there's a really big difference there. I think this year we've got Alice starting at HTK, doing a kind of a full-time ministry traineeship. In the whole of South Australia, there are only 7 Alices, kind of people doing that role. So there's big gospel needs in South Australia, and so we were invited to come and serve there and be part of it.
Yeah, great. Can you tell us what does life look like for you guys in Adelaide?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for welcoming us. It's lovely to be here. Life in Adelaide. So we at a church called Trinity City Church. They have a few plant churches around, but we're in the city, and we live about 15 minutes out from there. So we are seeking to get involved in church and seeking to get to know people in the neighbourhood, in the community. For me, I am mainly looking after the kids, which is a great privilege. So we do things like swimming lessons and go to the park and Bible study and just seeking to love my family and also reach out to people as well.
So I guess my particular roles are working with uni students at Adelaide University, and so I do that part-time as a pastor of a local church at Trinity Church Adelaide and with university students, and part-time as a staff worker with the AFES Christian group. This year, I guess what that'll look like, I'll spend a lot of my time kind of trying to run a Bible study ministry for young adults at church, and on campus I'll be trying to set up a training ministry to help a little bit like a kind of core theology for anyone who's familiar with campus Bible study here, trying to really help students have practical skills to share their faith and read the Bible with other people.
Yeah. Okay. You've been there 1 year now, so could you share with us what's like a highlight or an encouragement that you've had in the last year of that work?
Just so I'm really thankful. We prayed at the beginning that we would be able to connect with our neighbours in the community, and just have had some really lovely neighbours who've welcomed us and cared for us, but we've been able to get to know, and they've been able to come to church once, which has been great, and a few other people that we've been able to connect to, and so thank you for praying for that. And also the other thing I'm really thankful for is our boys have friends who are also Christian, and so that's been a great answer to prayer.
I'll jump in as well. I guess one of the things I was involved in this year is trying to set up a Bible study in the residential colleges in Adelaide. There wasn't one, particularly an evangelistic one, trying to give Christian students a chance to open the Bible with their friends who aren't Christians. Lots of students in the residential colleges come to college with a Christian heritage of some kind, and they kind of leave that often as they come to college. And so we wanted to start something so people in the colleges could hear about Jesus. And I guess alongside of that, one of the girls that is at both church and the AFS group, named Izzy, she at the start of the year invited another friend called Val along to a dinner where they could talk about faith and spirituality. That led to, I might do a swapsies there. Izzy then asked her friend Val, do you want to kind of read the Bible with me, read through Mark's Gospel together and learn a bit more about Jesus? Val said, no, don't want to do that at that time. That was at the start of the year. Val then went along to a Bible study with Izzy about halfway through the year, and one of the Bible study members invited her to church. She went along to church and connected with one of the girls who was part of this college residential Bible study, and this other girl invited Val to come along and read through John's Gospel and Acts with them at college where she lives, kind of 40 minutes just after dinner. So that was really cool, seeing all those kind of things come together and God working through lots of different people to bring this girl Val to meet Jesus. She's not yet a Christian, but she's really learnt a lot about who Jesus is this year. And she's asking big questions like, if I became a Christian, what would that mean for my life? What would need to change? What would I gain if I became a Christian? So, I guess it's been really lovely, I think, partnering with students in those little ways, just trying to set things up well so that they can help their friends to meet Jesus.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great story. Very encouraging. So you are our mission partners here at HTK. We want to be praying for you guys. What are some of the things that we can be praying for?
Yeah, thank you. We're really thankful for your prayers and thankful for those who kind of hit reply when we send through a prayer letter and things like that. I guess for us as a family, the big prayer is just that we keep getting to know people and have good relationships where we can hopefully encourage others and be really helpful to other people around us and help them know Jesus better. For the uni ministry, I think be great to be praying. There's a number of students actually who are in a similar situation to that girl Val. They've heard a lot about Jesus this year through mission events and Bible studies and so on, and they're thinking about, do I want to become a Christian? And there's actually a number of students in that boat, and it'd be great to pray that they would actually put their faith in Jesus. And I think I'm trying to set up this training thing that's kind of been done in the past previously to help students have practical skills in ministry. I don't quite know how to do it, and this year's trying to figure out how to set that really well in a way that's helpful for Adelaide students. So I appreciate your prayers for that as well. Yeah.
Okay. George will be up in a little while to pray for us. If you want to stay on top of how the O'Neills are going in Adelaide, you can sign up to receive their regular prayer updates. Nick's email address on the screen is probably the best way to do that, or have a chat to them at morning tea. If you might also be in a position to support them financially, and Nick can guide you there. But do have a chat to them at morning tea. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Nathan. Thanks, guys.